Hey guys, welcome back. Today we will revisit a topic about ETF, Roboadvisor and index fund. I made this video a while ago voicing my opinion about investing in ETF, Roboadvisor and index fund. The video has mixed reviews, so I thought I would do another video addressing this. So let's do a quick recap on why I avoid investing my money in Roboadvisor, index fund and ETFs. So number one, fund managers are also human beings. They are susceptible to greed, complacency, and it is their job in nature to beat the market. But oftentimes they have failed to beat the market. So number two, management expense. All this management expense adds up eventually and eats into your profit in the long run. Number three, every dollar is a vote. When you vote into a basket of random companies, what are your stance on things? So reason number four, we are in the digital age where information is readily available to us. We do not have that big of a difference in our information between the hedge fund managers as compared to the past. So in this age, if you know who to follow on Twitter, their thoughts and information can instantly get to you. Knowing how to use Twitter to get information is a life hack. Of course, I receive negative comments when I advocate against passive investing. For example, there are people calling me bullshit or such comments. My answer to that is, what do I gain from telling you the hard truth? Do you know how much affiliate money I could have made if I just advertised their products like Syfe, Endowus and StashAway? I would have gained a lot of subscribers recommending Syfe, Endowus and StashAway because they have huge marketing budget and YouTube algorithm will push out my videos to more viewers if I were to recommend such products. But this is not good for my viewers, so I say no to affiliate income. Growing at a slower pace is fine as long as I stay true to my viewers. So what's with the problem of diversifying? Yes, you spread out your risk, but you are spreading your risk by investing into other companies that you have no idea what it is doing. Then are you really reducing your risk in such a way? The key here is to run your winners and cut your losers. You want to allocate your capital in a way that your highest conviction stock or crypto deserves the most capital. If you diversify just for the sake of diversifying, then you cut your winners and cut your losers. You will get average returns. Let me show you my own real life example. I just made a video on my $300,000 stock portfolio. I'll link it up here and down below. At my portfolio's peak, it has returned 72.89%. My initial investment is $173,000 and it peaked at $326,000. The S&P 500 has returned 25.25% at the same period. But let's be conservative. We are now in the middle of a correction. Let's take my conservative numbers. I'll share with you my life portfolio account. My current life portfolio is at 56.35% returns and SPY is at 21.86% returns. I show you these numbers so that you know I'm not bullshitting you guys. Now that you know I try to have your best interest, let's talk about the magic of compounding. Compounding is really magic. I will showcase here step by step. Let's take my performance of 2021 only. Take my base capital, $173,000. If I multiply my returns on S&P 500, 21.86%, this is what I will get. $210,817. If you take my base capital, $173,000, multiplied by my current returns, 56.35%, I will get my current number at $270,000. Now these two are the new base, $210,000 and $270,000. Now let's imagine for the next few years, things become so shit. We are in a bubble and the market starts going sideways because the Fed stopped printing money. Increasing interest rates and money supply shrink and reduce. So say we have a 5% return for the next 5 years and I managed to outperform the market just by 3% at 8% for the next 5 years. At the second year, my passively invested portfolio is $221,358 at 5%. And then in a parallel universe where I actively manage my portfolio, I managed to do 3% better than the market. My portfolio becomes $291,600 at 8% returns. At third year, passive invest portfolio 5% return becomes $232,425. The active portfolio 8% returns becomes $314,928. So these are the numbers for 4th year and the 5th year. $244,046 for the 4th year at 5% and $340,000 at 8%. And then we have $256,000 for the 5th year at 5% and $367,000 at 8%. So in a 5-year period, if I manage to just outperform the market better by 3%, the difference in 5 years will be $111,083. Every time I compound at a different percentage, my base capital becomes different at every year. So the most important thing when it comes to compounding is really the percentage in returns. I have no hate against ETFs or index. If I can make better percentage of returns in ETF or index, I will put my money there, especially if I can't outperform the market. But if I know how to run my winners and cut my losers versus a ETF, I will do so. My goal is to try to have the highest return possible while protecting my downside risk. We start from first principles thinking and understand how to be rich from compounding. What you want to do is to have a long runway of time. Let your capital compound as many years as you can. and that means you have to start early. The goal is to compound as many percent returns as possible. So if Roboadvisor were to give me the most percent of returns, I will gladly put my money there. And then the last thing you need to do is to build up a substantial amount of principal or capital. And the snowball will start coming fast and compounding effect will become bigger and bigger. So what I personally do is I try to reach my first $100,000 fast when I was young, because I understood what a big capital can snowball into. My goal now is to reach $1 million as fast as I can, because I know I can generate 3 to 4% per month with options, and that is $30,000 to $40,000 per month. This is why the rich get richer as long as their expense stays about the same. So in conclusion, who do you think have the best interest in your own money? Is it yourself or the fund managers who have to manage tens of thousands of people's portfolio? Only you will have your best interest at heart. So take interest in your own finances and cut the middleman expenses. So I share my first principle thinking with you. Number 1, you need to have a big capital to snowball. Number 2, you need to have a long runway of time to compound as many times as you can. Number 3, try your best to seek for a high percentage return as you can over the longest period of time with a big initial capital that you've worked hard to save. When you are a more advanced investor, you can use options to profit from a sideways market, a bear market. You can hedge and protect your downside risk. Question what is possible and work backwards, and have more faith in yourself. So this will be the difference over time if you manage to outperform the market just by 4% over a long period of time. We take 10% returns versus 14% returns. Let's give a quick summary on what are my views with an index like S&P 500. If you have watched my last video, I talk about the current situation of a big tech era transitioning into a robotics and AI era. The robotics and artificial intelligence era will remove human labor, and profit margin will widen because automation will improve productivity and reduce wage expense. I believe half of the companies in S&P 500 is not ready for the new era because they have been satisfying short-term interests of shareholders. By giving out dividends and doing a lot of share buyback, they are not using the profit to think long-term and invest into robotics and artificial intelligence. If you are able to pick companies that are heavily invested and ready to embrace themselves in the new robotics and AI era, you will be able to run your winners and cut the losers in S&P 500. I'm open for a healthy debate. If you have opposing views and want to have healthy discussion, just leave your comments down below. We can all share and learn. If you agree with my views, do let me know in the comment section down below too. And lastly, if you find this video useful, do help me out by liking this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I'll see you tomorrow.